Okay, you guys, we're on page 90 and we're going to do our own example using ages, the ages of our class. And we're going to find the mean, median, mode of that. So this will be for tomorrow's note. So the date that you're doing this is 5/5/20. And again, this is page 90. Okay, so this is the ages of our class. There's our data right there. So we're just gonna, here's our data. So our ages are, and I looked it up, so in the grade book. So these are all the ages of the people that are in our class. Don't try to guess who is how old. All right? Okay, so we're gonna do our mean, median, mode, and range. The first thing that I know a lot of kids like, well, no, we're not gonna do that. All right, so the mean, remember, to find the mean, we need to add and get the total number of your ages combined. Okay, so we're going to add all that up. So 12 plus 13 plus 13 plus 12 plus 14 plus 11 plus 11. And then we're going to divide that. That's going to give us a total. And then we're going to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who did I forget? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I forgot an 11. So you see, that's why you always count your numbers because that happens. You forget a number sometimes, okay? So 12 plus 13 plus 13 plus 12 plus 14 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 equals 97. So we're going to have, so that's going to equal 97 divided by 8. (97) divided by 8. So 8 goes into 9 once. 8 goes into 17 8 times. 16. And we're just gonna, Miss Johnson, that is not right. That is not right at all. Let's redo that. Because there's no way that our mean can be this. It's got to be somewhere in between 11 and 14. It can't be this. So somewhere I messed up. Let's try it again. So 12 plus 13 plus 13 plus 12 plus 14 plus 11 plus 11 plus 11 equals 97 divided by 8. Well, what did I do wrong? Oh my gosh. 8 times 8 is 64. Woo! 8 times 2 is 16. That's better. So 12 and I cannot believe I did that. I'm so silly. So I'm just trying to do this really fast. I don't have to copy all that. Okay? So there we go. So our mean is going to be 12. Rewrite that because that's a hot mess. And 125 thousandths. Okay? So if we took all of your ages and we spread it out evenly, nobody would be 11, nobody would be 13, everybody would be 12.125 years old. Okay? All right, our median. I was going to make a dot plot with this and I forgot. That's what we would have done in class. Oh well. All right, so our median, the first thing we do is we put our data in order. So go ahead and put your data in order. Yes, you have to write all of the numbers. Okay, so there's 3 11s, so you write 3 11s. There's 2 12s, 2 13s, and 1 14. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we count to make sure we didn't forget a number because we don't want to get it wrong because you forgot a number. Okay, then we're going to find the middle value. And we find the middle value by crossing out high, low, high, low. So low, high, low, high, low, high. That gives us two values in the middle. Both the values are 12, so our median is 12. Our median is 12. On the notes I said before, I said you could add them together and then divide by 2. Well, if you do that, 12 plus 12 is 24, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. So it's going to give you the same thing. So when the number in the middle is the same, it's just that number. Okay, if it's not the same, then you have to get the number in the value in the middle. Remember, we said that it's the same number on both sides. Okay, so our median would be right here, 12, right in the middle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers on the that are smaller, and 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers that are larger. So 4 numbers to the left and 4 numbers to the right. Okay, that's how you know you got your median right. It's the value that's right in the middle of the data. Okay, our mode is the value that occurs the most often. And here we can see real easily when we look at our numbers, right, that there's 3 11s, and there's only 2 and 2 and then 1. So our mode is 11. And then our range, again, we can use this the way we did it here. And our largest value is 14, and our smallest value is 11. Now, if they're not in order, you're going to have to look through the data to make sure you have the largest and smallest number. So if we were using this, we would have to look to see, okay, what's the smallest number? 11. What's the biggest? 14. Some kids mess it up or make a mistake because they just take the first and the last number. So remember, it's not the first and the last. It's the largest number minus the smallest number. So our largest number is 14 minus 11. So the range of the age of the kids in our class is there's 3 years difference between the youngest person and the oldest person. Okay? Now, I wanted to make a dot plot with this, and I should have done it up at the top, because one of the ways that you can be tested over mean, median, mode, and range is through a dot plot. Okay? So a dot plot is literally putting dots on a number line. Okay? So our age range is from 11 to 14, right? So let's just start. You don't have to start at 0. Okay, we learned that when we did inequality. So let's just start with 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so all a dot does is it takes and puts a dot on each value. Okay, so someone's 12. So above the 12, we will put 1 dot. Okay, somebody's 13. So the dot represents the person that is 13 years old, right? So another person's 13, so right above that dot, right? Another person's 12. Another person's 14. And then we have 3 11. So I'm going to have how many dots here? 3 to represent each person. Okay? So the dot plot is just a way to organize data. So that it can be seen real easy. Like I can see real easy that my mode is going to be 11 because there's 3 people that are 11. It has the highest thing there, right? I mean the highest length, I guess, height. So so we can very easily see. So it's just a way to organize data for you to be able to see it. Let's put it's called a dot plot. Sometimes you see the dot plots with X's. As well, but it represents the same thing. Okay?